Oh yeah, what's up dudes? You thought I was gone, but I wasn't. I'm not gone. I was at a cabin in the woods reveling in some well-earned rest and relaxation, brother. A couple nice mushroom omelets up there too. Listen, it's cold up there in the mountains, man. It was snowing. It was gorgeous. I gotta tell you, I can't recommend it enough. You gotta get out in the nature once in a while, unplug, consume some mushrooms. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think the avatar set is all spoiled. So let's pick out the top 10 avatar cards for Commander out there. I think it's an interesting set. It's got some cool art. I like the vibe much better than the Spooder, man. It seems more fleshed out, has draft mechanics that make sense in a limited environment, if that's your thing. Kind of meshes well with the fantasy aesthetic we all love so much in Magic the Gathering. I know nothing about Avatar, other than there's a cute little bald dude just like Nikki G, man. And my criteria for lists like this is whatever catches my brewer's eye. I've got a magical third eye. No, not a third leg, dude. That's a different video. It's a third eye that can see the future. What cards are we going to keep our eyes on? Are we going to watch here at Better Commander? I always talk about this channel as if it's a bunch of dudes here. It's just me, man. It's just me at a kitchen table. That's it. So let's start off with a mana dork here. Not often do we see a mythical mana dork, but it's more of a mana dork enabler. And that's the Badgermole Cub. This guy's 1 and a green for a creature, a little 2/2. When it enters, Earthbend 1. So Earthbending is when target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste. It's still a land. Put a +1/+1 counter on it when it dies, or if it's exiled, return it to the battlefield tapped, which is kind of neat, man. A lot of times when you make make your lands into creatures, they get hit with removal, and that's no fun. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green, which is awesome. This card is cool, man. We all have these elf decks, and our green deck should be utilizing little mana dorks for maximum chicanery. This also works great with earthbending. That little earthbend at the beginning is kind of cool. I also like this card. It's pretty fantastic if you have a Zaxara or Magus Lucia Kane deck, as those decks rely on maximum untaps and tippy taps from your commander. Man, Birds of Paradise tapping for 2, I like that. And I also want to point out that the showcase cards are pretty dope looking as well, slipping right into an established MTG aesthetic, as if that means anything anymore. But, you know, I look at these cards and I think, oh yeah, it looks like a Magic card. And how's about a nice little scalable black board wipe here, Day of the Black Sun. X black black for a sorcery. Each creature with mana value X or less loses all abilities until end of turn. Destroy those creatures. Nice little token sweeper. Stuff like this is great if you're packing higher mana value creatures that you're reanimating or blinking or whatever. Would go great in a demon deck to rid yourself of all the nuisance tokens, mana dorks, and little utility creatures on the other side of the board. It's that black hole sun, dude. R.I.P. Chris Cornell. Man, this is powerful, scalable, really nice for burn decks, and that's the Fated Firepower. So this is X and 3 red mana. Enchantment has flash. Enters with X fire counters on it. If a source you control will deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus an amount of damage equal to the number of fire counters on this enchantment instead, and those are proliferatable. Listen, burn decks can use effects like this to smash through more and more damage, make those red decks a little more viable. I think this is going to be relevant in the same exact way that Torbrand continues to be relevant to this day. And here's another little red banger for you, Redirect Lightning. So this is 1 red mana for an instant. It's a lesson. As an additional cost to cast this spell, pay 5 life or pay 2. Change the target of a target spell or ability with a single target. 5 life, that's nothing, man. I can do that 8 times before I lose, and when I lose, I get to go eat something, which is the whole reason I came to this orgy in the first place. Just kidding, dude. People love these bolt bend type cards, and if you're desperate, all you need is 1 red mana. 1 measly red mana, well, and also 5 life. But this also hits abilities, which can be pretty relevant. Man, this card is awesome. The Planetarium of Wan Shitong. This is 6 generic mana, legendary artifact, 1 tap scry 2. That's it, fantastic. Well, wait a second, man. Whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top card of your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Do this only once each turn. So this is a May ability. So if you scry and you don't like it, the top card is bunk or it's a land, just don't do it. If you scry later in the turn, you still may do it. You know, it's a may, but it's also a do. You only do it once, but you may have it happen a bunch of times. This is a little niche, but if your commander has some scry synergy, this can be a free permanent or spell every turn. Little top deck manipulation and you're golden. And then, of course, we need a hot anime waifu lady, and that's the Scornful Striker. 1 in a black for a legendary creature, human noble ally. It's a 2/2 with first strike. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. You miscalculated. She loves Zuko more than I fear you. Alright, Zuko. What's a Zuko got going on, dude? I haven't seen that guy yet. Listen, love the anime waifus. It's weird that this is in black, but I like it. Golgari or Jund creature-based decks are going to poop all over your 20-minute Is It Nonsense turn here with this 2-mana monster. I love Slug, man. Wan Shitong, the Librarian. This guy's X-blue legendary creature. It's a bird spirit. It's a 1/1. Has flash, flying, and vigilance. This card is pushed as hell. When Wan Shitong enters, put X +1/+1 counters on him, then draw half X cards rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a +1/+1 counter on Wan Shitong and draw a card. Listen, man, I'm casting this guy for 2. I'm drawing cards off of every Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, and damn Fetch land in the format. It's pretty great for your blue decks, X-Spell decks, like the aforementioned Zaxara. Cool little card, man. Later on, if you have extra mana, it's a bit of a flying threat, too, and you get a little grip of cards. It's a flying Hydra, kind of like Hydroid Krasis, and that's a beater, man. Man, I don't know how to say this guy's name, but he's the Grand Lotus. 3 green, blue, and a red. 6 mana, legendary creature, human noble ally. It's a 5/5. Has firebending for 2. During your turn, each non-lesson instant or sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. Firebending, I think, man, I didn't copy down the reminder text like a damn fool here. But I believe it's like when he attacks, you add 2 mana, but the mana goes away at the end of combat, just like, you know, if you added mana during your combat phase. In any case, during your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard has flashback 1, and during your turn, each non-lesson instant or sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. Flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. That lesson thing, man, flashback 1, that's crazy. This dude would be fun to build. Maybe I'll build him for giggles. Kind of a cool looking guy too, man. Listen, this is the king of recursion, brother. People underestimate flashback as a mechanic to basically give you 2 bites at the apple. You have a second hand in that graveyard. Oh man, we were talking about the Grand Lotus, and this guy's got the White Lotus tile. 4 generic mana for an artifact, enters tapped, which sucks. Has tap at X mana of any one color, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. Which is pretty rad, man. For your goblin decks, you're making a bunch of goblin tokens out there. This card is good. It's niche. It's balanced by coming in tapped. I like this card a lot. It's a bit casual, but, you know, that's what we do here, man. We're not all sweaty. Now, you guys remember in elementary school you had the fire drill, so that's not this, man. This is the Fire Nation drill. It's an entire nation having a fire drill out there. 2 black, legendary artifact vehicle. It's a 6/3. Also has trample. When this thing enters, you may tap it. When you do, destroy target creature with power 4 or less. Has 1 permanent your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I just did it. I just spit out my soda, dude. I had to do a double take on this thing. Has crew for 2. This card's awesome. Listen, we need a little counterplay for hexproof and indestructible. You know, and this thing, it's a little phallic, you know, but that's alright, dude. It's a weird card. Weird to have this on a vehicle, a black vehicle no less, but I like it a lot, man. Vehicles usually suck, but not this one. Drill, baby, drill. We gotta drill. The Unagi of Kyoshi Island. Maybe you drill down and unearth this thing, man. It's a legendary creature, Serpent. It's a 5/5 for 3 blue. Has flash. It has ward, waterbend 4. So waterbend, when you pay the cost, you can tap your artifacts and creatures to help. Each one pays for 1. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, draw 2 cards. Bro, look at this Serpent, man. I don't know anything about Avatar, but I do know a good Serpent when I see one, brother. Nice ward on this. And everybody wants to draw cards, man. Everybody around the table. Everyone likes setting up those little draw engines, and you could double that draw with this hot, wet Serpent, brother. I actually think I just went over 11 cards here, but that's what I like to do in top 10 lists. Just bring it right up to 11. Listen, man, are there any cards here you're excited for? Are you excited for the Avatar set? Are you guys going nuts for avatars? The little bald children with the glowing eyes, dude? Never seen one in real life, but I'm looking forward to it. There is some cool stuff here. You got shrines, you got some lessons, you got lots of bending, dude. This guy's bending a baseball bat over his knee. We got some gender bending out in the backyard. It's amazing. And that's better, Commander, brother. Listen, be careful out there at those gender reveal parties, all right? If you go to one. Just wear a helmet, that's all I'm saying. Nikki G, Better Commander, signing off.